Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy OT Nath, and today, I just woke up. I'm a little bit tired. This video is kind of just a video, a little bit of a day in the life type of video. I guess what I'm doing is paying back some owed dues to YouTube of day in the lives that I didn't do back in the day on my old channel. As you guys know, I used to have an old channel. I'll put the link in the description so you can cringe to it with me. But on top of that, this is also for other music producers to show that having your own music career as a DIY independent artist isn't all fun and games, and it requires a little bit of discipline and locking in. Not only that, but investing in yourself, budgeting, financial management, economic management. You have to be thinking ahead. And so in doing that, of course, the times change. The quality gets better of the content around you. You see the environment, the content that other artists are producing, and you have to level yourself up a little bit. You have to take a look at yourself and be like, damn, I'm kind of on some bitch shit right now. You gotta pull a David Goggins and look at yourself and be like, look, if I don't carry the boats, I don't think anyone else is going to. So today, I want to show you guys a little bit of, I know this isn't the best clickbait title, but some of the boring work that goes into the music career. So with that, today we're going to make an upgrade. We're going to go to Best Buy and get a new gimbal. We're going to come back. I'm going to show you some of the new equipment I've been purchasing. Maybe link some of it in the comments below for anybody trying to get into music and they feel like it's time to step up from the Focusrite Scarlett Solo and the little mic shield, the little isolation shields and stuff like that. It's time to step up a little bit. But also some products that are going to make your studio timeless. These products are going to be timeless products. So no matter where you're at, hotel room, apartment, some random lease, some house rent lease where you can't hang this stuff up, you're still gonna be able to make some fire ass music. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Let's get right into it. So of course I'm black. I hope you guys stayed white there while I was gone. Behind me is my studio setup, my upgraded studio setup. It's been heavily upgraded since the last time that you've seen me in a vlog like this. And that's where I want my vlogs to be. That's how I want my vlogs to be. This isn't like an unconscious decision to upload every few whatevers. This is like a conscious decision to upload every once in a while, so that when I do upload, it's truly important and informative. I want it to be just as much informative as it is entertaining, and I also want it to be something that you guys feel like you can achieve as well. Because if I'm not making you feel like it's doable, then I'm not doing my job. So of course we're gonna save what this stuff looks like behind me, behind the camera, until after we go to Best Buy and get my upgrade. But it's like you can debate a lot of things about me because a lot of my life is an art. But one thing you cannot debate about me is my money management skills and my ability to budget in order to get equipment and stuff like that that I need to get the things done that I need to get done. That is not up for debate. There's numbers and statistics behind that, and there's also very low chances that anyone is able to do what I'm able to do, and yet I still make it happen. With all that boasting and shit aside, I'm not trying to boast. I'm just trying to make you feel like, one, inspired. I want to inspire people here with this channel. But two, I also want you to know that it's doable if you're willing to do the brain work and stuff necessary to get to this level. And obviously one thing that I feel like does deserve a lot of credit is things like Cash App. For being able to manage money so easily and have multiple savings accounts for multiple reasons. It honestly doesn't get much better than to be able to have Cash App and be able to put a percentage of your paycheck into different savings accounts for different purposes. And I'm not sponsored by Cash App, but it's a tool that I use to leverage my money in this hard time that we have. It frees up some brain space for creative work. I don't have to think about where my budget's going. I know that if I set the percentages right for each savings account, I'm gonna have money for every bill, every want, every need, if I'm willing to put the time in to let those savings build up. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to leave here. I'm just about to take some supplements real quick before I leave. I got my daily supplements, of course, my creatine, my vitamins. I'll honestly, confidently say, creatine tastes disgusting. Ugh. Fucking nasty. And you don't want to make this shit with much water either if you get the same brand. You want to have a real strong creatine drink that you can get down quick. don't drag it out longer than it needs to be. So of course we got a long drive ahead of us. I got my GPS on. We're heading about an hour away to the closest Best Buy that I know has the gimbal I'm looking for, the exact gimbal I'm looking for. Sure, I could get one for like a phone camera or something like that, but I don't want one that's just gonna hold a phone camera. A phone camera weighs a lot less than a Canon Rebel T7i. I want to make the right decision and get one that is going to leave room for improvement in the future. These are things you think about as an artist. You're like, okay, I'm gonna buy equipment. I kind of want equipment that I can use and I can upgrade other parts of it, but I can still keep the main thing. So if I buy this gimbal, and sorry about the zoomed in photo here. Anyways, when I get this gimbal, the point is I can upgrade my camera in the future and I can still use the same gimbal. It doesn't have to be music. You don't have to transfer this knowledge just to music. You could be a bodybuilder and maybe you want to build a home gym. Who am I to say what you're gonna do with this knowledge? The point is you learn from my mistakes, my successes more importantly. Don't just learn from my mistakes, learn from my successes as well, and you can make better decisions for yourself and maybe even avoid some of the failures that I had to go through. So nevertheless, that's why I want to do my vlogs timed, spaced out like they are. If I was giving you guys vlogs every day, it'd be too much. It's too much to keep up with. I don't want you to have trouble keeping up with me. You guys already have to keep up with the fucking Kardashians. You guys are already keeping up with Kanye West. You guys are already keeping up with all the controversial stuff in the media right now. So I want to be that breath of fresh air and make it easy for you. But anyways, we'll get some shots of the driving, and obviously some fucking GeoGuessr pros are gonna know where I live. I have a strong belief that if you know how to play GeoGuessr very well, you should be using that power for good. We're gonna have some driving montage footage, and we'll cut back when I'm at Best Buy after that.
I'm getting tired of people who thinking they writing my story. Man, I'm getting fired up, y'all keep forgetting it's kinda like Dory. And y'all made me
Obviously, we just made it to the Best Buy. It's time to go in here and get this gimbal. How you doing? You mind if I film? What? If I film. I'm not doing it. I'm here to purchase something. I'm not here to do pranks or anything.
No, you're good. I'm not man.
feeding. When y'all go to jail for that.
Just picked it up, the old gimbal. Man, I'm so excited to use this thing. I cannot wait to get home and unbox this for you guys. Thank you, Best Buy. Appreciate you. Anyways, let's head home and I'll cut the vlog back. The person at the Best Buy wasn't allowing me to film. I'm not gonna lie, it upsets me a little bit because it's like pranksters and everything are ruining it for the good people. I gotta be honest, that fucking sucks. You remember back in elementary school when there was always that one dude who ruined recess for everybody. There was always that one dude tapping his pencil too many times, making too much noise during that test, during the standardized test. And then you can't go to recess anymore because of that one kid. And you're just thinking like, why am I getting punished? I didn't even fucking do anything. That's how I feel about, you know, when stuff like this happens. It's that same vibe. And honestly, it does suck a little bit to see, like, you know, obviously America is marketed and branded as like a freedom nation. It's a nation that really stands up for its freedom and takes it very seriously. But yet you don't even have the freedom to go in and film in a Best Buy. It just gets annoying. So we just got back home from Best Buy. Shout out to the guy working at Best Buy who made sure I wasn't stealing stuff, trying to keep those consumer prices low. Know what I mean? Anyways, right here, I got the gimbal. I'm gonna unbox it for you guys because I'm kind of impatient to see what it looks like. If you're anything like me, you wanna see this as well. First thing on the side of the box, it says professional 3-axis camera stabilizer. I'd hope so, that's what I purchased. It says ultra light, 795 grams. This is the DJI RS3 Mini. I do want to go ahead and mention this box is very sleek. It's a very sleek box. It's almost like some Google Home equipment, or it's almost reminiscent of Apple's unboxing experience, just judging by the outside. I'm excited to crack this open. So it's obviously got the side flap open. So right on the inside, you got this nice padding It's foam padding to keep it all padded. And then you got all the product inside here. First thing you get, instruction manual, probably quick start guide, stickers, things of that nature. You got a forum, a little QR code to get on a forum and maybe look at what other people are talking about, tips and tricks, Q&A, connect with friends. That's pretty cool. But let's see what else is in here. You got a tiny little box, and it looks like there's nothing in it. This was just a little bit of filler. Then you got a slightly larger box. Looks like this. Odd shape, but I suppose, what do you expect? The gimbal itself is very oddly shaped. Inside here, looks like we got some kind of either a grip or a counterweight. Not sure what that is yet. We'll look into it further here in a second. I got what feels like, I don't know, it's just a tiny little bag. We're going to open all these up individually here in a second. Silica, my midnight snack. You guys know. Probably better than Flamin' Hot Cheetos, to be honest. Got some screws. This one screw has a handle on the side. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing with that yet, but then I have a USB-C to USB-C. One side's a right angle. Very small USB-A to USB-C. This time just straight, no right angles. And I believe that's all that's in this box here. Oddly shaped box. Of course, what would this unboxing experience be without the gimbal itself? And that just sits right in the middle in this pretty nice plastic packaging. Wow, so this is what it looks like. This is pretty nice. It's got a trigger on it, I'm guessing, to start filming and stuff like that. So it looks like holding the device, you have a screen, you have a little joystick, very reminiscent of like a Switch Joy-Con or video game controller analog stick. There's a record button, an M button, I'm guessing, to switch between different modes, and there's a little mouse scroll wheel above the trigger on the back. Very interested to see what that does. And then of course you got the power button. When you're holding it, that sits on the right side. I gotta say, I really like the design on this, like the quality of it, but I'm going to figure out what all these other things are. Quick start guide. Looks like this here is actually the tripod mount. You attach this on, you screw this onto the bottom of this here. And this isn't a counterweight, this is a tripod. Pretty nice, so you can set that up just like that. It's beautiful. There's a lot of things on this thing that I am scared to touch right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I just don't want to fuck something up, you know what I mean? It looks like this piece here is actually what connects possibly the camera onto the gimbal. So I think this is what connects the camera onto the gimbal. So if I had the camera, right now it's being used to film this unboxing video, but if I had the camera next to me, what I would end up doing is putting the camera right here with the tripod hole, and I would take this screw and I would screw it up into the camera. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what all the parts are and what they do. Let's get this thing put together and get some demo shots. Plus, I wanted to show you guys some of the new studio upgrades anyways, so what better way to do that than to get two birds stoned at once and film it with the new gimbal. So this is obviously the studio. As you can see, we got the Yondy Note speaker stands, both sides. We got one for each side. And these just hold the KRK Rocket 5s. And what a nice studio monitor. What a nice pair of speaker stands. They just clip onto the desk there. And before, I had the speakers just sitting on the desk. And as you can see, you know, you put a speaker on this desk and it's taking up like probably 1/8 of the desk space. So that cleared up a lot of desk real estate just doing that alone. But then of course you got two monitors. You got one for the timeline of the song, and then the other one up here we can put the mixer track on. And that's nice. That's always a nice addition. Then of course we got the audio interface, which is just the Quantum ES2. What a great interface. It's got 2 inputs. I think it's got like 3 outputs. Scratch that. It's got 3 inputs, including the guitar input. Can't forget about that. And then audio, like I said, we have the KRKs, but we also have the Audio-Technica MTH50X. And these things are actually special edition blues. Kind of a rare pair of headphones to have, to be honest. As you guys know, I like to make my chord progressions nice. So you gotta have the Akai MPK Mini. What a great keyboard to have. Obviously, the cable that came with it ain't in good condition anymore, so I have an off-brand cable for it. I've had this thing for so many years. It's been through thick and thin. It's missing the white part of the knob on the 5th knob. The red pad right here will not unlight, but the keyboard still works perfect. I already know what you're thinking. Nath, where in the fuck do you record? You know, you got these nice vocals on your song. Where are you recording? There's no fucking mic in sight. Well, that's just the way I wanted it to be. Of course, you got the computer down here under the desk. Got a few things under there. Some real bad cable management. Let's not talk about that. But this is the moment you guys are looking for. We just need to open these doors here to reveal. I got this new vocal booth. Got a new vocal booth. I just threw it in the closet. I didn't put any foam up in this closet, as you can see. The Rode NT1 box up there. Anyways, that's not the focus. We're going to show you the actual mic here in a second. So all you do, just slip open in here. Slip this open. Let's see if I can do this right. Bam. You know, you got the whole booth in here. Of course, you got the microphone. And if I walk in here and I show you guys the sound, as you can hear, the sound is very, very, very dry. And that's kind of the point, right? When you get one of these booths, the point is to have a really dry vocal take. Fortunately, I bought this right here, this booth, because what this actually allows me to do now, if I move somewhere that doesn't allow studio foam to be hung up on the wall, I can at least still create the quality music that I create, which is, at the end of the day, that's a good goal to have. It means your studio is future proof. That's pretty much all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the share button, by the way. Cop some merch. Do something that helps the channel. Do something that helps the vision grow. So you guys know I want to use this to help you guys and maybe put myself in a better position in life. And I will forever be grateful for that if and when that happens. So with all that aside, have a good one.
When y'all go to jail for that defamation, call me a rat. That's the worst thing y'all got, I know that's a fact.